what is up? How is everybody doing today? I hope your days are going good, and your lives are going even better than that. We are jumping into our 30 days of Epica into Feint. I've got a long list of Epica songs, and then people give me things that sound interesting in the comments, and then I do those, and I don't do the ones on the list. And honestly, Epica is Epica, and literally almost every single song I've ever heard by them is amazing, and I definitely need to hear more. I thought this 30 days of Epica would be long, you know what I mean? Like, when you're doing the same band for 30 days in a row, you imagine it would get old, it would get boring. But it's not, because Epica are such an amazing band. They get more interesting. I love analysing their lyrics. I love just seeing what they come up with, and their meanings and their thoughts and their playstyles, and the way they switch between album to album to album is just beautiful and amazing. Either way, man, we are going to jump into this. Let's go.
Bright as candles.
That was beautifully sung, in all honesty. It's probably one of the best vocals I've ever heard by Simone. Her voice sounds so, it's operatic, but it has that semblance of beauty behind it, if you know what I mean. Like sometimes if you go to operatic, if you do a tire, or if you go to watch an actual opera, then like you can like sometimes the voice is a little bit too high, and it kind of doesn't resonate. It resonates emotion, but not as much emotion as when you just suddenly add that little bit of emotion into your voice. And Simone just sounded amazing and beautiful. The song is about history, but not about history. It's about the lies that we are told and the things that we are told and things that aren't true. As we know, history is written by the winners. History can be rewritten, and it has been rewritten. Take something like the Bible. Every major king or queen throughout history has rewritten the Bible or added something to the Bible in order to change it. Which means right now it's mostly a work of fiction. Not that it's not always a work of fiction, but it adds that layer of fiction onto it as it's always been changed and adapted, and things added and things taken away from it in order to make it go towards what that current ruler or leader wanted it to go to. Like the Bible we have now is nothing like the original. The original is way different to everything else, and there aren't added things and things that have been changed, and it's interesting. Just as one point, so basically the things that we are told may not always be true. Things that we may have the cure for, things that we may not have the cure for, may be lies. The people who rule over us are governments, leaders, people behind the shadows, people above us, people in the 1%. They may have extra things that we have no idea even exist. They may have everything, and we're just told lies, but we know in our heart of hearts, with every bit that goes, when we are lied to, we understand it. Because we're all vibrational energy. And therefore, because we exist in that vibrational energy, everything about us is electricity, holding our atoms together, and it's all vibrations, and we can feel it. It's just like when you get a feeling about if somebody's going to be bad towards you, you can feel their intent, you can feel the eminence in a room when something goes dark or when something goes cold, as if there's a ghost in the room or something like that. You can see everything and you can understand everything about it because you don't know why, but it's just your feelings, your instincts that tell you that something's wrong or something isn't meant to be this way, or somebody's lying to you or somebody's going to hurt you. And you can sense it and you can feel it. You understand the air around you. And that's only through our human instincts. When we begin to accept this, we grow stronger into that, and we know there's things people are holding back from us. But we'll probably never ever find it out as we are, because we are selfish as human beings, and we generally don't really come together in that sense to agree. Like, well, we're like 7-8 billion people on the planet, and the 1% maybe like a few thousand of us. And the people in government are just like people who are like maybe like 20, 30, 50, 100 people in government. Maybe a few more here and there. But you know what I mean. And it's just interesting to see Epica taking that view, if you know what I'm saying. Either way, sorry about the long-winded explanation that I got from this song. Musically, it was just pure orchestrated with a little bit of drums, a little bit of guitar, a little bit of bass, man. It was just simple. And that's all that was needed. Simone's voice spoke 1,000 words, if you know what I'm saying. The tone, the way it was presented, the way she shifted from operatic and added that little bit of edge that just added that ounce of beauty into what she was saying. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed, man. Have a wonderful day, evening or night. And I will catch you guys in the very, very next video. Until then, have a wonderful day. Take it easy.